Johnny Depp was defamed by Amber Heard.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celeb reactions to the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard verdict.
For Amber Heard, she's an actress, but I don't think she's going to get any work after this.
For this list, we're looking at comments and actions that celebrities have made in response to the Depp v. Heard verdict, which found the defendant, Heard, liable on 3 counts of defamation and the plaintiff, Depp, liable on 1. What was your reaction to Depp v. Heard? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Aubrey O'Day.
I keep holding my breath.
This model/singer/reality star threw her support behind Depp amid the trial. O'Day responded to Julia Fox's comment that Depp always held more power in the relationship, arguing that power wasn't necessarily a factor and that, quote, less powerful people abuse their more powerful partner out of jealousy all the time. Following the verdict, O'Day broke down the trial outcome in a now missing tweet, which also referenced the infamous Will Smith-Chris Rock Oscar slap. In a subsequent tweet, O'Day stated that the verdict, quote, doesn't silence victims, but this does make it clear that you can't make statements recklessly without being able to back them up. O'Day also argued that Heard's claims were inconsistent and unfounded, and that the, quote, jury used evidence to decide facts. Number 9. Ashley Benson. While some reacted to Depp v. Heard with lengthy statements, others summed up their feelings with one word and a few emojis. Such was the case with actress Ashley Benson, who's best known for her performance as Hannah Marin on Pretty Little Liars.
Who cares? Save me.
On Instagram, Benson has amassed a following of well over 22 million. Posting a photo of Depp following the verdict, Benson simply wrote, "Yes," followed by 6 black heart emojis. Benson would share Depp's statement regarding the verdict on her Instagram story as well. It's worth noting that Benson previously co-starred with Heard in the 2018 indie drama Her Smell. Benson hasn't been vocal about her former co-star, but her support for Depp provides much to read into. Number 8. Sharon Osbourne. Depp wasn't in Fairfax County to hear the verdict, having headed to the UK shortly after the closing arguments. The actor performed alongside guitarist Jeff Beck for multiple nights. Sharon Osbourne attended the concert at Royal Albert Hall, seemingly showing her support for Depp. Osbourne solidified that support following the verdict, telling Piers Morgan that she wanted Depp to win. However, Osbourne was also caught off guard by the verdict, which she didn't expect to be in Depp's favor.
I mean, I wanted Johnny to win, but I wasn't expecting him to.
Making another appearance on Lorraine Kelly's show, Osbourne called the trial, quote, ugly for both of them. 2 years earlier, Osbourne compared Depp and Heard to her own marriage, saying, quote, it's a volatile relationship. I had a relationship like that with my husband at one time.
I had a relationship like that with my husband at one time. I would give him what he gave me.
Number 7. Valerie Bertinelli. In 1989, Depp crossed paths with Valerie Bertinelli and then-husband Eddie Van Halen at the premiere of Ron Howard's Parenthood. While they never shared the screen, Bertinelli championed Depp following the verdict, tweeting, quote, Elon and his bots will be very busy today. Following her Justice for Johnny Depp tweet, Bertinelli acknowledged that not everyone is happy about the verdict, including lawyers and journalists she respects. Although this gave Bertinelli some pause, she didn't seem to understand why some people still supported Heard. Bertinelli wrote, quote, I'm confused because we saw her caught in multiple lies on the stand. Honest question, what am I missing? She hoped to get, quote, an informed legal opinion, but instead, Bertinelli found that, quote, there's no nuance on this stupid app. Number 6. Ricki Lake. In a throwback photo to the 90s cult classic Crybaby, Ricki Lake described Depp as, quote, kind, funny, inclusive, professional, a joy. Lake noted that she hadn't been following the trial due to her dog's declining health, but that she still, quote, loved Depp. When the verdict was finally announced, Lake was quick to respond. Although Lake had a lot to say about Depp before, she encapsulated her feelings on the verdict with 2 words and a whole lot of exclamation points. Quote, someone won. It's unclear if Lake was ecstatic that Depp came out on top or if she's just happy the trial is over. Either way, we hope Lake's dearly departed doggy is catching frisbees at that big fire hydrant in the sky. Number 5. Amy Schumer. While many celebrities have backed Depp following the verdict, comedian Amy Schumer seemed less enthusiastic about the outcome. Although Schumer didn't directly mention Depp, she did share a Gloria Steinem quote on Instagram. Quote, any woman who chooses to behave like a full human being should be warned that the armies of the status quo will treat her as something of a dirty joke. Schumer added, quote, "She will need her sisterhood," apparently defending Heard. The post has since vanished from Schumer's Instagram, but she later wrote, quote, "FYI, I did not watch a second of that trial. Can we maybe work on ending gun violence?" However you interpret Schumer's stance on the verdict, she clearly feels there are more pressing controversies that need to be addressed. Number 4, Lori Holden. A lot of celebrities have only just started to publicly support Depp. Lori Holden stood by Depp back in 2016, though, tweeting that she would see his new movie and encouraging people not to jump to conclusions. The Crimson Countess actress revisited her comments during the trial, saying that she'd, quote, "do it again in a heartbeat," and, quote, "abuse is not constricted to gender." She proclaimed that, quote, "the truth is now being revealed and there will be justice." Holden didn't hesitate to share her thoughts on the verdict, tweeting, quote, "Today, justice was served. The verdict of the jury sent a message to the world that abuse has no gender and that facts actually do matter. Hashtag truth wins." Number 3, Jason Momoa. The trial has raised many debates about Heard's future in the Aquaman franchise. DC Films head Walter Hamada testified that Heard wasn't going to be written out of the Aquaman sequel in response to the fan backlash. However, Hamada stated that the studio had considered recasting Heard due to her chemistry with Jason Momoa.
Just the fact that they didn't really have a lot of chemistry together.
As for Aquaman himself, Momoa has been mostly silent about Depp v. Heard. During the trial, industry consultant Catherine Arnold testified that Momoa was, quote, "adamant that Heard return as Mara."
And the light that shines on Jason Momoa will also shine on her.
After the verdict came out, Momoa liked Heard's statement on social media, but he also liked Depp's. For now, Momoa appears unwilling to publicly take one side, but his stance may become clearer as Aquaman 2 nears its release. Number 2, Tarana Burke. Whoever you support, the verdict has raised a difficult question. What does this mean for Me Too? In Meghan McCain's eyes, it's evidence that, quote, "Me Too is dead," which was subsequently deleted from her Twitter. Tarana Burke, who started the Me Too movement, had a different outlook. On Twitter, Burke stated that the movement isn't dead, but the system is. Burke argued that this was, quote, "the same legal system that y'all have been relying on for justice and accountability for decades to no avail. When you get the verdict you want, the movement works. When you don't, it's dead." Regardless, Burke proclaimed that, quote, "this movement is very much alive." Burke concluded that there was more to Me Too than a hashtag, and, quote, "we are a movement." Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Alex Winter. Some have called the verdict a victory for mistreated men, but Alex Winter doesn't see it that way. Winter, who suffers from PTSD due to a childhood incident, tweeted, quote, "As goes the internet, goes the world, and today it's dripping with gleeful, misogynistic contempt." The Bill and Ted star added that he needed, quote, "a timeline cleanse" after the verdict. Winter elaborated in another tweet that the verdict wasn't a victory for abused men, but rather, quote, "a chilling precedent that will prompt abusers to silence and punish survivors in defamation suits." Winter also argued that Me Too applies to abused men and boys as well, whether justice was served or not. Winter's reaction epitomizes the fear that society will learn the wrong lesson from this verdict. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.